Alright, as promised, I am making another video, and soon too, just because, the last video I made was like yesterday. Today, I'm going to be talking about a especially interesting death battle. Bill Cipher versus Discord. This death battle was more or less a physiological battle, if you know what I mean. It wasn't about battle about like power or strength or speed, because all those things are for the most part irrelevant for these characters, but it was about brains and strategy, who's catching who off guard first. And I actually agree with how that death battle ended. Bill Cipher winning, and how Bill Cipher won too. Bill Cipher specifically won because Discord was distracted. Bill Cipher, yeah, it wasn't about like Bill Cipher having, more strategy or brains than Discord. It was about the fact that he could easily catch him off guard. One of Bill Cipher's abilities is that, like, he can see almost anything, like any possibility or probability or anything, because he exists in that kind of like state. So once he got the chance, I doubt that he would probably use this in the very beginning of the battle before it even started, unless he knew everything about Discord. So he probably would use it like near the end of the battle more. But still, this is very, very important to acknowledge the fact that he could do that. And then Discord is something where, like, more or less his feats aren't about like seeing or viewing things, but his powers on what he can do in an actual battle, and the things that he could have done to catch Bill Cipher off guard. Those are things that he could have used to win. Discord actually could have won if he didn't have to spend the entire fight like trying to fix Equestria and everything like that. And then even after that, he had to lock it away from Bill Cipher before he could reveal what he was doing the whole time. Mind you, if he hadn't tried to do this, if he was working on this like the whole time, Bill Cipher has like a very, very short temper. So like, if he hadn't had to work on that the whole time, then I'm confident Discord would have actually won. Bill Cipher has a very, very short temper, and an equal 1v1 between Discord and Bill, then, it's just the fact that, like, under those circumstances, Discord loses. But yeah, I actually do completely agree with how the fight turned out. Discord could have won because Bill Cipher is, very, very short-tempered, but it's, like, the entire, like, thing of how the battle played out is, yeah. The bad part about it too is that's like one of the only ways that Discord and Bill probably would have gotten into a fight too. One of the only ways Discord and Bill would have gotten into a fight is if, like, Bill had done that, which is, kind of the bad part about it. Alternate ending. If alternate ending, Discord doesn't care about like saving Equestria or anything, and which is very, very unlikely, because like the new big heart that he got after he spent so much time with the My Little Ponies and everything, and now Discord can go all out against Bill, not trying to like save Equestria or anything. In that case, Discord could have actually won Discord could have won if he wasn't, like, you know, multitasking the entire fight. So, yeah. This was a very, very close match. It didn't, like, speed, power, all of those things are relevant in this fight. What mattered was strategy, IQ, and who's catching who off guard first. That is what really mattered here. Because both of these characters, it's like reality warping, fourth dimension breaking, stuff like that, kind of like power. And that is what made this fight so close. Especially for something like Death Battle. And especially for something like Death Battle. In any other show, it would have been a lot less close, just because, like, any other show, it feels like, you know, you'd probably be taking sides on one thing. But, you know, not with Death Battle. That's the good thing about Death Battle. It doesn't take sides. Yeah, that's how that turned out. Anyways, I will be posting again soon. Very soon. Goodbye.